Hello, fellow commanders. Welcome to this episode of Galactic Adventures. In this Let's call it episode, we are trying to unlock the permit to Alioth that will also give me access to an engineer that I still haven't unlocked. It's Bill Turner. This is because I want access to plasma accelerators engineering. So what I need to do is to accomplish a few missions for the faction that give me access to the system. They will give me the permission. So here we are on an assassination mission. Level threat is the highest. So I will be expecting, as you can see, a wing of 3, a FER-DE-LANCE with 2 vultures. I'm not going to take care of the vultures. I will just point towards the FER-DE-LANCE. Since this Mamba is built for long range in reverse key, I will just shot from afar, and I should not be too concerned about the vultures. They should disappear from the radar after a while. So let's get started. I should say I'm not specialized in combat. I'm not very expert. I'm still not even dangerous level, but still I think I can handle these enemies. I will move afar and then start shooting the enemy.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Warning, shield breach attack. Under attack. Taking damage.
Okay, maybe I started shooting from too close, but yet the lasers usually have a fall-off distance quite short, and thus at this distance damage, as you can see, is not that big. My shields are bi-weave, and I don't remember, I think I have some 1000 megajoules, so it's not that much. And still I have 82%, 0 pips to shields, but just to engines and weapon, because I want to keep the distance. In some cases you can even move the pips to systems and leave the engines empty, because when you're shooting the enemy, it tries to avoid the fire by moving sideways, and so they lose distance anyway. Especially with the Mamba, that in reverse key can go, as you can see, quite fast. So I found this a good technique. I have other builds. I have an Anaconda with some 5000 megajoules. I have a full turret beam laser type 10 with almost 5000 megajoules, and they cannot deal with this level of threat. This FER-DE-LANCE is highly engineered and has a lot of shields and hulls, so it takes a while with this approach, but it's the only way I found to get rid of such a high threat. So I will speed up the process a bit. Still, I hope it's interesting or useful to anyone. I do not like too much this kind of combat, but that's how I managed to defeat this enemy. Oh yeah, by the way, I usually select a sub-target not because I really want to do something to the sub-target, but because this little square helps me with aiming to the enemy is easier. So that's the point of that. Okay, at this point shields are down. We should start seeing the hull going down. But as it's gonna take a little while, we're going to speed up the process again. Okay, here are the finishing touches for this little enemy.
Incoming
There we go.
mission critical message.
Target destroyed. And here we are on the other mission that I have accepted before coming to the system. This is a completely different mission. It consists on trying to retrieve some strategic data for the faction I've accepted the mission from. And this will incur in some... oh man, the name. Not bounties, fines, and eventually even a bounty, because it's an illegal mission, at least for the target faction. So be careful if you accept this kind of mission, not to ruin your reputation with the target faction. Eventually you would want to avoid that. But in my case I didn't care that much, so I just accepted. Everything should be fine. So it's the first time I did that, but I thought the good technique with this Mamba at least was to boom, slam into the base and try. My maneuvering skills are lacking here very much, but yeah, try to point to the comm panel or whatever that thing is, scan it, and there we go. Mission is accomplished already. Yeah, now I have a bounty on me. Anyways, I accomplished the mission, so I can move away. If you do it fast enough, and indeed I did other missions knowing what to do, I did it faster and avoided the bounty. Enemy wouldn't even have time to start reacting, so they won't shoot at you there. They will just think, oh, I saw Flash, or maybe it was Superman, or maybe it was some other superhero of the 3307. Anyways, thanks to these missions, I managed to obtain the level of reputation with the Alliance, and from the faction to get the permission to Alioth. That was a good thing. Okay, let me show you a second attempt at this kind of mission. This time I knew what I was doing, so it came out a little better. So approaching the target from a lower ground, but still from a distance. Boosting up towards the target.
Warning, you have entered a trespass zone.
And hitting the tower nearby the comm antenna or comms device, whatever you call it. Scanning it.
Incoming mission critical
Mission
message.
accomplished. I just move away from the settlement. And yes, they just realized I've trespassed the zone when I
Trespass zone
exited.
cleared.
Ah, that's so cool with the Mamba going so fast. I know, there are other ships that are even faster. You let me know how it goes with those. So, that's it for this episode. I'm going back to the starport and get the rewards.
3,
Next time I will
1.
probably show you a build with an engineered plasma accelerator. 07 commanders.